Welcome to the Awakened Anesthetist podcast. I'm your host, Mary Roberts. I'm a certified anesthesiologist assistant living and working outside of Kansas City, Missouri. I created this podcast to give CAAs across the nation a place to come together and awaken to our profession's unique ability to create a life by design rather than default. That process can start by simply listening and engaging with this podcast. By doing so, you're already changing what's possible for CAAs, for you, for me, for all of us. I'm so thankful you're here. Let's jump into this episode and see what we can do together. Welcome to another episode of the Awakened Anesthetist podcast. My name is Mary Jean. It is February 2022. And I am recording this a little behind the scenes the day after I recorded the deep listening episode that is immediately before this one in your feed. If you haven't listened, go back and listen to that one. I have moved myself from the chair that I was sitting in at the kitchen table that I recorded in yesterday to the couch, because when I listened back to that episode, you can hear, if you listen closely, the chair creaking underneath me. And this beautiful condo has a lot of sound reverberation in it. So I know a lot of podcast hosts say things like, I'm not doing this in a sound studio. I'm doing this in my walk-in closet. But having recorded several episodes for this podcast and for my other podcast, Growth Minded Marriage, that I have with my husband, in our walk-in closet with a bunch of clothes, and I had placed some foam around that room as well, the sound quality was substantially better in the walk-in closet than this echoey condo with the squeaky chair. So hopefully you are getting less background noise as I sit here. I am closer to the view of the beach now and the white sand below me. It is just before lunch when I'm recording this, and I plan to record, maybe edit this a little bit, and then go take a walk on the beach. I am still enjoying that alone time, as I shared in the previous episode, on my extended snowbird vacation in Florida. I will also share that the original idea for this month, away from my family and away from the cold of Missouri in February, was supposed to be about working locums in Florida. 3 years ago, when I decided that I no longer wanted to tolerate the Missouri February winter and was looking for other options, I thought, well, let me get my Florida license and I will work some locums and be able to have my room and board paid for. I'll be able to make some more connections within the CAA community. I'll be able to diversify my anesthesia skills. I just was really interested in that opportunity. So I did get my Florida license in 2021, and I began to look for locums opportunities, and nothing really panned out. I know that I will eventually create a podcast episode about getting my Florida license and all of the hoops I had to jump through, just so anyone out there who is also considering getting an additional license can have a bit of a roadmap, because I think there were some things I did well and some things that I could have done better. Ultimately, I was not able to find a locums placement that met my needs and where I could meet the needs of the institution, which frankly was unexpected. And I thought people would be clamoring at my door because of my 13 years of experience and my availability. And I just thought it was going to be easier to find a placement than it actually was. Part of me knows that the right opportunity is going to find me if I keep looking and trying. And part of me doesn't want to believe the truth, which is, as a CAA, there are currently fewer opportunities. There are fewer locums agencies that will place CAAs. And that is hard to know and hard to swallow, and something that I feel like needs to change for our profession. But I understand that things don't change unless people want them to change, and there's enough of us, enough CAAs pushing for those changes and looking for new opportunities. So I am here in Florida now on what will be a vacation as opposed to, I guess, a locums placement. And I am taking the time to pursue some of my other interests and passions, and that has led me to create a mindfulness exercise on common humanity. This common humanity mindfulness exercise is aimed towards all of the current CAA students who are out there, hopefully listening to this podcast and feeling seen and heard in a way that perhaps you've never felt before. And I am keeping in mind how it felt for me as a CAA student 13, 14, 15 years ago, and how particularly in that second year of school, it can feel so lonely and isolating, and like your bad day in the operating room just spills into the next bad day and the next bad day. And it's so hard, or at least was for me, to get over some of those anxieties that plagued me, some of those scary cases, some of those scary surgeons or scary preceptors who I allowed to influence my confidence more than I wished. And so this common humanity exercise is just to tell my CAA students and everyone out there that you are not alone. You are not the only person going through this. There are students across the nation who are missing intubations, who are getting their first A-lines, who are studying till 2 a.m. and getting up early the next day. And I want to share that you are not alone and that it is all going to be worth it. And you can take care of you and also be the best CAA student that you can be. And so this exercise is hopefully going to accomplish that goal of allowing you to feel connected and hopefully more at peace. Let me know if you like this sort of content and if this mindfulness practice helped you. You can email me at awakenedanesthetist@gmail.com. I'd also love to hear and see any reviews left on Apple Podcast or Spotify. It really helps other CAAs and CAA students to find the Awakened Anesthetist podcast and to let them know why they should be listening. So I appreciate you, and let's get on with this common humanity mindfulness practice. Today, we'll be practicing acknowledging the similarities between ourselves and all the other CAA students in schools across the nation at this very moment. We often focus on our own life, but realizing that even people who seem very different from us, other students whom we have never met, in fundamental ways are just like us. This concept can become the basis of real connection and inner peace, a feeling that you are truly not alone in your experience. Let's begin by taking a moment to allow your body to settle into a comfortable position, inviting in a sense of ease and relaxation. Whether that means you are sitting or standing, your eyes opened or your eyes closed. Maybe try out a couple of positions right now until you find the one that feels most like what your body is wanting right now. I usually find myself wanting to lie down on my back against a wall and work my way close to the wall so that I can put my legs up on the wall with my back on the floor. It just feels really good in my body and allows me to relax in my own way. So maybe try that out or try anything else out that feels right for you now. Once you're into position, let's breathe in 2 full big breaths. I want you to think about expanding your rib cage in the front and in your back body. opening any atelectasis, removing any stagnant CO2, and just softening any tightness in your forehead, dropping the shoulders down, softening your fists, your hands if they're clenched, and relaxing the muscles in your face and your jaw. Maybe do a big yawn. If your eyes are still open, consider gently closing your eyes or just looking down in one area to limit your visual distractions. Allow yourself to take a big deep breath in and a long breath out. And as you breathe out, allowing a sense of releasing any tension that you're holding in your body. As you breathe, briefly scan through your body with your awareness, noticing any sensations or emotions. I just want you to acknowledge what you're feeling without judging. There's no good or bad, right or wrong, just noticing. Now bring another CAA anesthesia student to mind. It can be someone you have met before, someone in the class above you or below you, or maybe someone you've never met before. And just imagining that that person somewhere exists. Holding this other CAA student in your mind as if they were right in front of you. And say to yourself, this person is in anesthesia school just like me. This person has a body and a mind just like me. This person has feelings, emotions, and thoughts just like me. This person has, at some point in school, missed an intubation, bombed a SimLab exam, been overwhelmed, disappointed, anxious, or confused, just like me. This person has experienced emotional pain and suffering in school, just like me. This person has experienced the joy and happiness of getting their first intubation or A-line, just like me. This person wishes to graduate and be the best CAA they can be, just like me. Now, I want you to just take a moment to sense how you're feeling. And as you hold this person in your awareness, just notice, what do you experience? As you hold this person in your mind, send them good wishes. May they be well. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they continue school with ease. Now shifting your awareness back to your own breathing. Breathing in. Breathing out. Reconnecting with your body, feeling present, alive, connected, right here, right now. You are not alone. Thank you.